And hello to all my friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent. I'm here to do your free psychic tarot reading for October 2021. And before we get started on that, I need to take about 30 seconds to do a quick drawing here for the free readings I'm giving away on Facebook every single month. So make sure you follow that. The link is in the description. So we're giving away 10 free readings here. I'm going to draw some names. This is the You and Me sweepstakes giveaway for October. We have 4 My Month winners and then 1 grand prize winner. So the My Month is a short and sweet little audio personalized file. It's a very popular product of mine. And these people will be winning that. We have Tracy L. and Tammy S. We also have Courtney S. and Ashley G. Laura A. and Monica C. Rhonda B. and Kelsey J. And then the grand prize winner for the 30-minute readings for the You and a Friend will be Esther M. and Mandy V. So congratulations to all 10 winners. You will be receiving those in the month of October. Again, please remember to follow the Facebook page and like the page so that you can be a part of future giveaways. And all these products are available on the website, scottsagent.com. And now back to your October reading. Okay, Cancer, here we go. Today they have dialed up for you a storyline spread. We're getting away from the love spread for a change. We get a little break from the love spread. It's kind of the running joke is that my Cancers always get the love spreads. This is going to be set up in the same way as we've been doing the love spreads the last few months, except this is the storyline spread just kind of generally. So we can still talk about love in there, but it's going to be not 100% devoted to love. It's going to be other areas of your life as well. So excited to get into that. And they've asked that I conclude for you with an animal totem. So those are always fun to see. And we're going to end with that. So let's get right to it. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. Let me bring you in here so you can watch. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're ready to have a great October. There we go. So what I'm doing now are my ritual cuts. Cuts the deck into 3 different pieces. Puts it back together in a separate order. And that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And then they're ready to go. Here we go. We are doing Cancer storyline spread, October. I start with 5, and then we basically are looking for facings here. I'm looking for somebody to turn in, which hasn't happened yet. So let's keep going. And still going. And still going. All right, so there's my end, and that's barely an end, but that's going to count quite a large spread already. Now I have to get my groups. See what's going on there. This is always the hardest part is grouping because I kind of like wrap around. I don't have a large enough table to do it in a line. So that's going to be connected. Okay, so those 3 stay. That. Okay, so we're looking at 4 different stories. That was an interesting way to do that. They kind of paired this together in a way I'm not used to. That's what kind of took me some time. Now let me check my inverts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 11. That is enough to ask if they would like me to upright them all, and they said no. They want me to run them the way they are. Now, it's taught in tarot that when you have like 2/3 inverted, something like that, that you're supposed to just upright them all back up. Well, I read upright and inverted. That expands my definition pool from 78 to 156. So I just like to give them an extra card, say, hey, do you want me to put them all upright, or do you want me to leave it the way that it was pulled? And in this case, they want us to leave it the way it was pulled. So now let me just get some more cards real quick for our descriptions of the stories. And this is where it gets kind of out of control a little bit. This one's much more simple, thank goodness. So is this one. I'm going to adjust this to get on the camera in just a minute. Let me just finish pulling cards. And then we just need some angel cards for each. There's a big story right there. This is my little one. and then kind of my medium ones down here. All right, so now let's get it all in view for you. Easier said than done. Okay, you can kind of see the bottom. The top, I'm going to swing the camera so you can see it. I like to share with you what I'm doing before I read it, and that's also for my people that are familiar with tarot. There's my top, a couple stories. This is going to be the big one down here, and we're going to end with that. That's going to be a large one. Okay, let's get to it, Cancer. Lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. I'm going to start with the small one. Get it out of the way and make some room for myself. The first thing I want to talk about here is good credit. This is a return on investment. So this is either money or this is energy. So giving your energy away, giving your money away, helping people out with that all comes up here. There is a fork in the road a little bit. Some of you are really kind of concerned about what you're going to do with it's perhaps not even about you. It's more about a couple. You're dealing with a couple. It could be somebody close to your family who's coupled up. You're worried about them or concerned about them. Maybe that's why you're giving them a loan or giving them money, something like that. Basically, they're saying that this is not something you should really be super concerned with. They say that you have a tendency to beat yourself up over this, but it's actually going to be quite okay. I have the victory card here. It's basically saying answered prayers and that, have faith. This is going to work out. We have the horn being blown here. So as long as the relationship that is in question, that where it's going to, as long as that's strong, which it shows me that it is, this is an okay thing. So it's a return on investment. It's good credit. It's good money, good energy being moved. And really the only thing holding that whole thing up is the mindset, is you in your own mindset perhaps being a little on the dark side of things. Like, well, is this going to work out? Is this not going to work out? So really, stop. Don't worry about it so much. That's really kind of Spirit's message there. It's going to be okay. So that's story number one. Probably not so common of a story. So let's see what else we got for Cancers. I'm going to move down here. We want to talk about thoughts and ideas. There's a lot of, we have swords here, so this is all cerebral. This is completely mental. It could be a lot of different things that they're referring to, so please pay attention so you can find the context of how this applies to you. We have the King of Swords here. That is taking great control of your thoughts. And they say, Cancer, that you do a really good job of doing that. That's good. You're going to have to continue to do that because in story number 2 in October, you have to keep your thoughts straight. They say that a lot of you are dealing with a certain level of heartbreak or something that is weighing on your mind that's a little bit painful, a little bit sharp. And it may not even be you. If you're extremely empathetic, this could be somebody really close to you, somebody in your family or a close friend of yours. If they're going through hard times, you feel it. So they say they want you to be really on point with your thought process here. We have an inaction in regards to making up your mind. So basically they're saying you haven't made up your mind with something social. It could be drinking. I mean, it is commonly that for some people. Some of you may not have made up your mind with drinking, but this can expand out much more, and this can be more of a social thing. So maybe you haven't made up your mind with a friend. There's something going on with a close friend or family member of yours. It really shows two people. In the Three of Cups card, usually they show multiple people. In this deck, they show two. So it makes me feel like it's you and somebody else is who you're dealing with this inaction, or you haven't made up your mind about. Maybe you're waiting to see more information before you make up your mind. If maybe if you're going to continue this friendship, or if you're going to, even if this is a relationship, if you're going to move the relationship to the next level, you're waiting to make up your mind, perhaps for more information to come in. For some of you, they bring up a local move. Now, this move could be work related, or it could be home related. It really can go either way. It can swing both ways here, but it's coming in blocked. So this is saying that there is a local work move or a local home move that is looming. It's not here now. October is not the time to do those things. It's not the time to move work. It is also not the time to move your home in October, unless of course you already have, set plans to do so. I'm basically saying if you have any choice, control here over the matter, I would just wait. I would just wait on those kind of things. It's coming in blocked for a reason. At the same time, we have clear cognizance. They want to talk about how thoughts and ideas are coming to you. This whole story has been about thoughts and ideas. So they're basically saying that they're helping you here. They're helping give you little packets of information in your thoughts to get you to inspire you to do certain things and to better your life and to improve here in story number 2. So that's what we have there. Very big, complex mental story there. Story number 3, let's see what they have for you. Story number 3, they want to talk about a big change that it happens fast, but you can kind of see it coming, or you maybe plan for it to come at some point, and now October, here it is. It's coming now in October. For a lot of you, this has something to do with love or watching, getting over a breakup even for some of you. This is moving beyond it. So a lot of you are improving your mental clarity. You've got mental clarity, and now you're utilizing that. So you're feeling more welcomed. You're feeling warmer. You're feeling less abandoned, less bankrupt. It could be a financial message too, probably less likely. But I do have to at least bring it up that they do show, warm money, like being welcomed in. They do say to be offensive here. I have the 7 of Wands. It's coming in inverted, so it means the opposite of defensive. So it's saying to go after it right now. Really, a lot of you are learning and teaching in this story here, in the story 3. If that's you I'm describing, that's really what it's all about for you. It's learning the lessons and then sharing them with other people. And a lot of you may have been on both sides of this. You may have already, people have been sharing with you so that you make greater decisions in this process, this healing mental clarity that you've gotten over. And, this welcome feeling that you have, probably very strong with family. Very good month for that. If I'm describing you here in story 3, spend time with your family in October. That is a big part of this. They really want you to go after this teaching and learning. So don't just learn, but share it too. That's really what wisdom is. Wisdom is shared knowledge. So that's what we have for story 3. Before I get into your story 4, the big one, I do want to give you the moon cycle update. I like to give you a forecast every single month in my readings to let you know what's coming. We have the new moon on October 6th. That's the perfect time to bring something new into your life, to manifest anything new you want to bring in. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a job. It could be new health. It could be new love. Whatever it is, the beginning of the month is the perfect time to do that. It doesn't have to be on the 6th, just any time around it. We have the full moon, October the 20th. That's the garbage truck of the universe. It's what I call it. That's a good time to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit anymore. Could be people, could be circumstances, like over here in story 3. For the most part, it looks like you're already kind of over it, but if you're still not completely over something, the end of the month is the perfect time to go cold turkey on it. Just don't let it intervene at all anymore. Let it be gone. Get it out of there. And same thing with story 2. If we're talking about a friend here, a purging of a friend perhaps that you're waiting to see if they come through or not, the end of the month, give them through the end of the month to figure this out. And if it doesn't work out, and if it's like a negative thing, purge that friendship toward the end of the month. These things work better with the moon lunar, lunar cycles. Now, I have put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. That is a little reference guide, a tool that you can use, and it's good through the end of the year. I offer that up absolutely free just for signing up to the newsletter. It's on the website, the very bottom, scottsagent.com. You enter your email address, your first name, you send that off. I send you back your moon cycle cheat sheet. And you get the newsletters every month too with updates and new information there. So very good to take advantage of that. Now let's get into your story 4. Story 4 is the big one. See how we have this arranged. So I have excuse me. All right, we have the Lover's card inverted. That is either love on a break, couples not feeling it right now, maybe just taking time apart, or it's blocked for, one of those type of vibes. There is some kind of new beginning going on here, and there's also new information that has not come forward yet. It's actually being blocked. So whoever and whatever this situation is about, you don't know all the facts. But at the same time, a lot of you are trying to do something brand new with the death card here. So it's almost like that energetic, clean slate is going on maybe too early. Maybe too early because you don't know all the information yet. So I would just kind of tread lightly with that. If that's you that I'm describing, just keep an eye on that, because you don't want to act when you don't know all the facts. That usually just, leads to assumptions, and you know what they say about if you assume. We do have a little bit of, we have a work message coming in, actually. It's an interesting story because it combines a little bit of work with a little bit of love. So I don't know how that falls. And your love corner does expand out to your friends as well as your family. So it might have something to do with that. Or it could just be a separate story. Maybe I should have separated this out a little bit more. But we have a work message that's coming in toward the end of October, and that's basically saying that you're guided. So you're going to get some positive, I'm assuming very positive kickback here in regards to work toward the end of October. The other thing it can say with the Hermit card coming up is not guidance, but even be alone. So be alone in work comes up toward the end of the month. So I don't know if this is something new that you're doing in regards to work, where you make more money, or it's some kind of business revenue or a side hustle, something like that. And the end of the month, some kind of message comes in that gives you kind of the go-ahead to do this, or to be alone in work. Basically, it means work alone. So I don't know if a lot of you are doing that or have considered it, but keep that in mind because it's coming up for a reason. The very last thing that we show in that story is it's really important to nurture your emotional health. I mean, that's pretty much standard for cancers. We have that all the time going back to how many love spreads that I've done for cancer the last few months in a row. They say that a lot of you have done a really good job with that. So they're really applauding you for that, Cancer. It's really good to see. But at the same time, you're going to have to continue to be on point with your emotional health here. You have a tendency to get off on an island by yourself if it's not. And the only thing they say by yourself to do is work related. All the other stuff, they don't want you to be by yourself. They say that you're better with people. And that doesn't mean to just get in a relationship just to do it, but it means, to make sure that you stay socially healthy with your friends and family. Basically nurture this area of life. Nurture your emotional health the same way that you would a child. Take care of yourself the same way you would your child. We have the Fool card coming up. That indicates a brand new beginning, a brand new journey, brand new expedition. So a lot of you are going off and doing something brand new. And that goes back to the Death card too, that clean slate, brand new beginning. So it's an exciting time, but at the same time, it comes with the cautionary note to not to fall off the cliff as you're on this expedition. The Fool card is kind of traversing the edge of a cliff, and it's exciting. But you got to watch your footing as well. You don't want to take risks right now, especially in love. And I would say even attached to the work message that comes in for working alone, be very conservative in the month of October. That's kind of the main thing here. In story number 4, that's kind of the best advice I can give you. So that's going to wrap that part up. Now we're going to get into your animal totem. Let's see what they have there. Ace of Pentacles, upside down. Let's see what that is. Okay, so interestingly enough, I love when they give me these off the wall animals, because I have a big chart of a lot of them. And sometimes I get really weird ones. Sometimes I get very basic ones like wolf, bear, that stuff. Anyway, we have an interesting one for Cancer for the month of October. We have a cockroach. Now that sounds like, oh God, what is that supposed to say? But that means you're a survivor, and that means to be a survivor. It means that you persevere. Just like they say, however hundreds of thousands of years from now or whatever it is, like mankind will not be here on Earth, but cockroaches still will. So it's about perseverance. It's about surviving and getting through whatever it is. Just finding a way, finding that crack under the door to get through, finding that escape route, finding whatever it is, eating whatever is necessary to survive. It's just that whole survival instinct. So that's where they kind of want you to be right now. They want you to They want you to take the mindset of the cockroach, and not in a disgusting way, but in, like I said, in a very survival, fight or flight. I guess for the cockroach, it's more flight, but just pick your battles. Things are probably not worth getting into, like deeper things. The cockroach is not a fighter. I guess I just kind of like talked myself through that one. But, pick your battles, and really you're just trying to you're trying to persevere with whatever these stories are for you, and how the context fits for you. Really, the cockroach is going to do that, and that's what they want you to do. So think of that as you traverse through your October. So very interesting things there. Now, we have talked about a lot of different stories here. There are a lot of Cancers tuning in, and there is a big Cancer bubble energy here. And this is a general reading. If you're looking for messages that are private, personal, and specific only to you, I do offer private readings on my website, scottsagent.com. So that is going to wrap us up here. We have been through the animal totem. We have been through the storyline, all 4 stories. So please remember to like and subscribe so you see future videos. I do these every month, as well as tell a friend. And I will see you all in November.